The deep web can seem like a mysterious place because of all the hype and controversy you hear about it. For those of you who don't know, the deep web is the part of the internet that's not connected to the World Wide Web, which means it's unmonitored. You may even think that it's something you might want to look at, but the deep web is a stone you should leave unturned. In reality, the things you find on there may haunt and disturb your conscience forever, because from dead bodies to illegal porn, this isn't stuff you ever want to be exposed to. There are also some sick and twisted people lurking on the deep web, waiting for you to stumble across them, and it would be better if you just stayed away. So since you're still curious, today we're going to look at 5 disturbing deep web facts. I'm warning you, there may be some imagery in this video you might not want to see. While surfing the deep web, you may stumble across a site offering their services as hitmen. An example of the cost it is to hire one of these hitmen varies, such as some offering to kill in Canada or the US for $10,000 or in Europe for $12,000. And you can't just pay them in regular money, because that could be tracked, but rather, you need to get your hands on Bitcoin to hire them. They also charge based on who you want to kill. I don't know how you can monetize a human life, but I'm guessing it's going to cost you more if you wanted to have your local mayor assassinated, rather than someone who just works at McDonald's. The way this gets even creepier is that certain sites may also allow people to bet on when the person is going to be killed, basically making a game out of it. If you ever did want to, you're able to hire different types of hitmen, such as cold-blooded killers or ones who are willing to torture. Some Redditors speculate that these hitmen sites are just undercover FBI operations looking to catch people who would participate in something like this. But because the deep web is such an unknown and vast place, we might not ever know for sure. Since the deep web is a place where the things that cannot be on the regular internet end up, there are some spine-chilling sites, like ones related to cannibalism. There are hundreds of sites related to the topic, from cannibalism chat rooms, videos, and even whole websites devoted to cooking women. Pages like these have information like what types of body parts you should use for specific cuts, how to prepare these cuts, and how to cook the girl so that she lives as long as possible. If you're not disturbed by this yet, apparently there are cannibal sites where people offer to get eaten so they can receive money. Well, not then, they'll probably be a person's stew, but the cannibal pays the family the money for the sacrifice. Then there are sites on the deep web where people eat each other's fetishes, but the details on this are still fuzzy. But just the thought of the things that these people probably do just makes my skin crawl and encourages me never to visit the deep web. If you weren't aware, the way most people access the deep web is through a browser called Tor, which is supposed to hide your IP address so that nobody can trace you. But that isn't always the case. I've read hundreds of stories on places like Reddit that claim they were being watched when they visit different sites on the deep web, and I cannot confirm 100% that they're true, but they can't all be lying, can they? An example of one of these confessions was a Redditor posted this story. I downloaded Tor, and within 20 minutes of downloading it, and browsing random shit, I got a phone call. But there was no one there, and they hung up after 10 seconds. I don't know if it was legal at the time, so that was enough to freak me out, and I stopped right there. That's a disturbing thought, to know that if you choose to surf the deep web, you may not be alone the whole time, and end up in a situation that's truly terrifying. Or you might just get an unexpected visit from someone. You better watch out if you do decide to visit the deep web. The deep web is full of a lot of illegal markets where you can buy a number of things, but none are more popular than the Silk Road. The Silk Road was launched in February 2011 and since then has grown exponentially to be racking in $1.2 billion in revenue every year. One of the highest selling items is weed, but when you look past that to the other things that they sell is when the terrifying truth comes out. On the Silk Road, you can buy anything your mind desires, and it's a paradise market for people looking to do horrible things. For example, you could buy things like untraceable guns on the Silk Road, then you can buy things like electromagnetic pulse devices, better known as EMPs. An EMP can make things like cell phones stop working, which is eerie because someone can use it to stop people from calling the police. You could even buy fake passports, which can be used by terrorists and other criminals to get into our country undetected. It's a scary thought knowing a marketplace like this exists, where you can buy just about anything and people are able to do some sadistic things. This is last because it truly terrifies me when I think about the size of the deep web, because it supposedly makes up 90% of the internet. The things that could be on there are probably stuff from the darkest points in our world. Just from doing a bit of research, I found websites dedicated to women sharing pictures of their stillborn babies, voice recordings of people trapped in planes about to crash, and ways to summon demons. This is just scratching the surface of the weird and chilling things that the deep web contains, and a lot of it is stuff that would give you nightmares your whole life if you ever saw them. So if you're thinking of using the deep web, just know that you may stumble across something that'll follow you for the rest of your life, so you might want to think twice before making a choice you can't undo. Thanks for watching, and comment down below what part of the deep web you think is the scariest. And also like and subscribe for new top 5s every Monday and Friday. As always, I'll catch you in the next one.